Yo, what's going down, Green Screen Entertainment fans? Your homie Jay Green, back right now with my thoughts and feelings on the brand new Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Now, for all of y'all out there who have no idea what this movie is all about, we are basically following Sam Rockwell's character, a dude who randomly appears at a diner somewhere in Los Angeles, middle of the night, to recruit random patrons for a one-night quest to save the world. Sounds crazy, right? And let me tell you, it was. Now, this movie was directed by Gore Verbinski, and it stars Sam Rockwell, Juno Temple, Haley Richardson, Michael Pena, and Zazie Beetz. Now, this movie is filled with fun, action, interesting characters that were very well developed, a commentary on technology and its effects on society today, and it plays off of themes and concepts from our classic human versus technology type movies, while at the same time making it its own unique story, with some nice little twists and turns along the way. Now, going into this movie, I had no idea what it was about. I'd heard of it, but I didn't even hear the premise of it, and I never watched any trailers. Now, a story like this with characters of this caliber can easily go left. This movie kind of reminds me of Everything Everywhere All at Once, not because it's dealing with multiverse or anything like that, but just because of the fact is that movie had a crazy and insane story with some wild-ass characters, themes, and concepts, as does this movie, right? And you need great direction and a great lead actor to kind of carry you through. And Sam Rockwell and a few other cast members do just that. So that's really what makes this movie work through and through. Now, from the entire cast, I thought that the acting was on point. Clearly, we are going to see this movie for Sam Rockwell, and he delivers for sure. Now, while this movie was entertaining, had some great action and some really in-your-face moments, but I think that one of the best parts of this movie for me was the relationship between Sam Rockwell's character and one of the other main characters. One, the movie as it goes along kind of gives you some of the backstory between the characters. It doesn't just lay it all out at once. It gives you a little bit of our present time, what we got going on, and then it'll dip back into a little bit of backstory. And so as you're seeing this character's backstory unfold, their motivations, where they're coming from, why they feel the way they feel, yada, yada, yada. And then you're seeing Sam Rockwell's swag, where he's coming from, what he feels, his motivations, yada, yada, yada. The way that the movie develops all of that and then brings it to the conclusion, I thought was super fly, super dope, and I hella love that. And while that couple of characters may have been the highlight, that doesn't mean that all the other characters didn't get their opportunities to shine as well. Michael Pena, Zazie Beetz, Juno Temple, they all have meaningful and impactful stories that affect what we got going on and still play up to the commentary and the satire that this movie is presenting. So I thought that all the interactions between the characters, what this movie is trying to say, the way it portrays what it's trying to say, and all of that I thought was done extremely well. Another thing that I really loved about this movie was the end, the conclusion, right? I thought this movie was great throughout, but sometimes a movie might not stick the landing. Sometimes they do stick the landing, but maybe it's not as memorable. I think that what this movie does in the end was very memorable, and for me, made me want to see more. Could there be more? Will there be more? I don't know. But if they did bring us more, it would fit perfectly with the way that this movie ended. Now, I'm being very vague on the plot other than like what I said up top. This dude is trying to recruit some people to save the world. And I'm being vague because the way that this movie has its little twists and turns, its ins and outs, and the things that it's speaking about, I think that is best if you go in fresh like I did. Just letting it kind of wash over you. Let the movie give you what it's got to give you. And I think you're going to be thoroughly entertained. This movie is worth a trip to the theater. Yo, have you heard about Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die? Is this movie on your radar? Have you seen it already? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Your homie, Jay Green. I'm out.